People ask me why, after all these years, I still ride a motorcycle. I remember the first bike I ever rode on. It was a Honda 90. It was a neighbor's bike and he let me use it. There's just no words to describe what it felt like. Like you had discovered you had wings and you took to the air for the first time. And from that very moment on, motorcycles were the pivot around which much of my life revolved. I remember getting on my bicycle and riding out to a small motorcycle shop along a 2-lane road just to see a Red Bull Taco motorcycle they had in a display window. I remember, rather than doing my homework, of drawing pictures of motorcycles with all the camping gear strapped on. This was a bike in my head I was going to take on a ride across the United States. I recall spending hours looking at a map of the whole country, planning route after route of the places I wanted to see, wanted to go. And then I got my first motorcycle, a Honda 350, red. I rode the wheels off that thing and I hated putting it at the garage at night. Years passed and I kept on making memories on the back of a motorcycle, like coming home from a crazy night in Pittsburgh and I was the only one on the road, so I cranked the throttle all the way down on a beautiful 69 Bonneville and just listened to her roar. Or the first time I rode up a ramp and saw the ocean. Or riding through a horrendous lightning storm in the desert with my young son on the back of the bike. Or being in a large field teaching my ex-wife how to ride, and she drove that bike of hers into the ground so many times her brother and I named it Drill Bit. Of turning a corner and seeing Mount Rushmore. Turning another corner and seeing Devil's Tower. Turning another corner and seeing that woman that I loved. I never forgot the question though. Why do I still ride? It took a long, lonely time for me to find the answer to that one. It took hours and hours of riding, just sitting there in my head while I flew down some highway. It took heartache, and it took dreadful loss, but then it came to me. Why am I still riding? And from that first bike to the one I rode just today, I still ride because I'm still on my way back home.